Yo, it's Ant.
It's your boy Tay.
DoneByMata, Chicago videographer.
And this is the Art and Hustle podcast. You're a videographer from Chicago, right?
Yes, sir.
What's some artists that you've worked with in the past? I know you work with some of the PGF artists, right?
Yeah, PGF, obviously a lot of Chicago artists. PGF Mooda, Tavo, J-Man. Shot some videos with Nuk, unreleased. Glizzy Mo, Free Glizzy Mo, 757BA, DCG. The list go on and on, man. From big artists to small artists. My boy Otto, my boy Marty, Punk, everybody.
You shoot not just music videos, but like recaps and stuff too, right?
Yeah, it's mainly music videos, but I do recaps, some vlogs, pretty much anything I could, make some content out of.
And then how long have you been recording videos for?
It's been about like 4 years now.
4 years
type shit.
What made you get into video recording?
So basically, ever since I was like a teenager, I've always been into like making videos, like just stupid videos, with my homies. And then one day I was on YouTube and I was watching some music videos, and I stumbled upon Cole Bennett, the Lyrical Lemonade channel. I was like, yo, this shit's super raw. So I looked up tutorials, how to edit, and I used to go, at the time I didn't have a computer for real. So I went to the library, the local library, shout out to the Schaumburg Library. They had Adobe they had all the editing programs on there. So I would download videos with no effects and like just practice on there basically. So that's been pretty much how I started. And after that, I got a camera. Yeah.
When did you release your first video?
Hey, shout out to Cooper the God, a.k.a. Punk. We probably released that around 2018. That was my first video I ever shot. Cooper the God and Gucci Glow. Cooper the God, also known as Punk. Yeah, that's my boy. First ever video shot. It's called, if you want to look it up, it's on a channel called Windy Wave. It's called Cooper the God featuring Gucci Glow, Never Care remix. Yeah, you'll see the improvement.
I bet. How did you feel when you first released a video?
It was cool, man, because at the time, it was like, obviously, it's my first video. I thought I went crazy on it.
Yeah.
But now looking back on it, like, obviously, it wasn't the best. But, at the time, it was my first video. I felt good. I felt real good. Started my career.
How drastic has the improvement been since then?
I don't want to sound too cocky, but like it's been real. It's been a real drastic change. Ask anybody around me. It's been 0 to 100 real quick. I'm not even at 100 yet. It's been like 0 to 50. I'm 4 years in, but I feel like I'm really just now, getting started.
In the hang of it.
Yeah.
How did you get in contact with the famous people that you mentioned?
A lot of it's just through mutual friends. That's a lot of how the music business works. It's just mutual people. Shout out to my boy Lou Visuals. A lot of people may know him. He put me in contact with PGF and them. Through DCG, it was just through just some more mutual friends. That's pretty much how all the music business works. It's just mutual people, connections. That's a big thing in the advance of your career. Just connections.
Facts.
What was your favorite video shoot so far?
Oh man, there's just some I've shot. Last year I shot in 2022. I shot over 100 videos, so it's hard to really pick.
Was there any funny moments that happened?
I'm not gonna lie. My favorite video shoot was definitely my boy Otto right here. The white tee video shoot. Since obviously this is my homie, so like.
Yeah.
When we shoot videos, it's all fun. It's all good vibes. I pull up, it's just, we get drunk. We have fun. It's good vibes. Whenever we feel like shooting, we feel like shooting. So if you know, if you were at that shoot, it was just straight good vibes. I'm not going to go into details. It was just good vibes. It was a fun time. But other than that, that DCG shoot, that was fun.
Yeah.
It was lit. There was a lot of lit video shoots, man. It's hard to think off the top of my head. Like I said, I shot over 100 videos.
What's your goal for 2023?
2023, obviously, make a bigger step in 2022. I'm going to start doing interviews, putting out some more vlogs, start my own roster of artists. Obviously, keep the music videos up, upgrade everything with that. That's basically it for 2023.
Do you have any major artists in mind that you're willing to work with?
Obviously, I'd love to work with, Young Boy, Lil Baby, but that's way up here. But for this year, man, I'd love to work with DCG again. Solo video. Like I said, I got some videos with Nuk, but they've been unreleased. shoot some more with him.
Do you plan on like advancing to other states with your videos?
Yeah, for sure. I was actually just in Atlanta last week. I locked in with my boy PG. I was at the Baby Smooth concert. That's another artist I love to work with. One of my favorite artists I listen to, Baby Smooth. I'm locked in with some artists from LA. Shout out to Mara. Shout out to H. Shout out to Payne. Shout out to Doe. I love to expand to New York. I've never been to New York, so I love to expand to New York, Houston, Miami, Memphis. I'm really trying to take it international this year.
Who are some artists that you're listening to right now? Like, who's your top 5?
Like I just said, Baby Smooth, Young Boy, Lil Baby, Pooh Shiesty. I listen to all my homies too. My homies all send me music, and I'll obviously listen to that. But yeah, like I said, Baby Smooth, Lil Baby, Pooh Shiesty, Lil Durk. I'm not gonna lie, all of Chicago. I listen to all of Chicago music. I really have no type of. I listen to all type of rap.
You ever been close to meeting any of like the bigger artists through some of the smaller artists you worked with? Like even if you haven't shot a video for them?
I'm not gonna lie, not yet, but I definitely plan to. It's crazy. I met Juice WRLD at the airport before he passed. Rest in peace to a legend. But yeah, I met him at the airport. We were actually both going to Miami. It's crazy. It was exactly a year before he passed, which is crazy. I was at the airport and I'm sitting there, I'm like half asleep because it's like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at my phone and like something just told me to look up. I look up and Juice WRLD is just walking right past. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. I went up to him, I was like, yo, I really fuck with your music. And yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah.
It was lit. Yeah. Rest in peace.
As a videographer, I know you do a lot of rap artists. Do you ever get scared when you're working with these artists and a lot of them are pointing guns at you? Because I've seen some other cameramans like on Instagram talking about, safety about that. And
yeah, man. Especially coming from the burbs. I grew up in the burbs.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and cap and say I grew up in the city. I grew up in the burbs. Shout out to Hanover Park. But yeah, when I first got into it, it was definitely scary. But number one rule at a video shoot is make sure the clips are unloaded. But yeah, when I first pulled up, it was definitely scary. But after a couple of shoots, I got used to it. Yeah.
Has anything crazy ever happened to you during a video shoot?
Yeah, man. Some super unfortunate shit happened. I don't want to talk too much on it because it's in the past. But to say the least, I basically got robbed for my equipment. I don't want to talk too much on it. Yeah. It's in the past that happened. I learned from it. I take proper precaution for video shoots now. But yeah, that's the worst thing that happened. But I'm gonna tell to all videographers, just make sure you're aware of your surroundings. Make sure you know who you're working with. Bring some people with you if you can, and if you can, man, get your LLC, get your concealed carry, come protected, and just be aware of your surroundings because anything can happen anywhere.
How long does it take to record, edit, and get a song ready to be uploaded?
So basically, at the video shoot, standard when people pay for a video is 2 hours, 2 hours max. Usually it'll take an hour and a half, but if it's more of a scripted video, it may take more than 2 hours or maybe even 2 days, separate it up. But after that, when I take it to the editing process, I'm not gonna lie, I could really edit the whole video in a day, but I like to take my time. So I'll do some work on one day, take a break, come back to it the next day, and just keep doing that till it's perfect. But if the deadline's set, I could really get it done in a day. But, like I said, I like to take my time, make sure it's perfect.
Like where you want to be in the future, where you see yourself.
For sure.
With your company.
For sure, yeah. Shout out to Cole Bennett. That's basically, I feel like there's a lot of videographers' blueprint. Start off shooting just run and gun videos, grow it to bigger scale videos, and eventually just grow it into an empire, start doing shows, merchandise. And then eventually, I know he's coming out with some movies soon, so starting the movies. That I'm not gonna lie, that's basically it. And eventually, I'm a big sports fan. I grew up playing sports, so eventually start doing stuff for sports teams. I'm a big Eagles fan, Bulls fan. It'd be nice to do some stuff for the Bulls or Eagles.
Facts.
That'd be raw.
Is there any other videographers that you look up to or inspired by?
Oh yeah, man, that's a long list. I'm sorry if I forget some names, but obviously my Cole Bennett. Shout out to my boy Ray Money. He really taught me everything I know video wise and like how to move wise. Because there's a lot of things. Obviously, YouTube's number one learning tool, but there's a lot of things that YouTube doesn't teach you that he taught me. So big shout out to my boy Ray Money, Aze, Juddy Remixed him, Diesel Films, my boy Billy, he shot all the Duck videos. Like I said, man, I'm sorry if I forget some people on the list, but you know who you are if I follow you on Instagram. It's a long list, for sure.
Have you ever done any like in studio vlogs?
I've done a couple, yeah, like back in the day with my boy Otto and my boy Kuba. I think I actually released one with Kuba, or my boy, that's his new name, Punk. I'm just used to calling him Kuba. But yeah, I'm definitely trying to put out some more studio vlogs, 'cause that's what the people want.
Yeah.
That's the number one. That's the number one thing that people want. Besides the music videos, people want content, behind the scenes, all of that. So I'm definitely, like I said, I'm trying to put out as much content as possible. That includes vlogs, behind the scenes, in the studio, for sure.
Do you think as a videographer, it's important to show content like that? Like, would you ever do videos on how you edit your music videos? Teach people how to do what you do?
Yeah, most definitely, because that's how I learned, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I learned, from watching other people's videos, and that's just another way to get some content, gain some fans, get some followers, supporters, and just spread the knowledge. You know, that's the most important part about it, spreading knowledge. Because I have a lot of people always ask me, like, how do you color grade? How do you do this, do that? And eventually, you know, I'd like to start putting out content for people to learn. So that's what it's all about. And that's the number one thing, is just spreading the knowledge.
What is your favorite part about doing what you do?
Obviously, working with, this is the number one, but it's really cool to start working with artists that we used to listen to back in the day, like, you know, when we were in the crib.
Yeah.
Before I even started shooting videos, we used to be in the crib, and my boy, shout out to Aaron. It's crazy. I'm gonna sidetrack a little bit. My boy Otto and my boy Aaron, they got me my first laptop.
Yeah.
We used to be we used to be in the crib, you know, listening to these artists, and it's crazy to see that I'm starting to work with them now. But my favorite thing about it is just bringing the song to life and just seeing people's reaction to it. Just really, you know, just bringing the song to life. Yeah. Oh yeah, shout out to my boy 88 Lemon, man. He shot that Biggest Bird video.
You know the guy that shot it?
Yeah, that's my boy. I'm not gonna say it's my boy, but you know, I've been in contact with him a couple of times. Shout out to 88, the Biggest Bird. That's another artist I like to work. He works with, you know, the underground, like Can Summers.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to work with Can Summers. That should be raw. Cause like I said, I listen to, besides like obviously Chicago drill, I listen to all that underground shit like Can Summers, Yeet.
Yes, sir. It was a pleasure having you here today.
Yeah, appreciate you guys for having me.
You got any videos coming out soon that you want to promote?
I don't know when the video is coming out, but I got a few videos with 757BA coming out, with my boy Otto coming out. Like, I shoot so many damn videos, bro. They're just coming out at random times. But if you guys want to subscribe to my YouTube, it's DoneByMata, DoneByMata. If they don't drop on my channel, I have a playlist on there. It's called Shot by Mata. All my videos that aren't dropped on my channel will be posted on there. I just shoot so many damn videos. It's hard to tell when videos are coming out, but a lot of videos coming soon. So, free my boy KJ. Shout out to all the guys. Shout out to Team RMV.
We out.